Hello. We are doing some more Toontown, and I'm getting my 4 other toons through it. The key ingredient, persistence primarily. These are not the right way around. Yeah, I thought that was a little strange. So that should not be the order of them. Okay. Oh, I need to run to the gag shop after this. These guys haven't really been used in a whole lot. I also have nothing correctly set up. That's whatever. I forgot my little PNG tuber. It's been a little bit since I have done much of anything. There we go. And now it's not going to work with the microphone because it's trying to use the wrong mic. These guys need to go gag up. There we go. Perfect. And I need to update their gag. Save and load. Sure. Alright. This is going swimmingly. Also, should do their gardening. Because I'm weird like that. I mean, they're on 1 bean farms right now. I think they're going to 2 beans tomorrow. I just have to get done with this patch, and then we're on to tomorrow. This is what it's gonna be for the first little bit. Okay. Thanks. I guess. I don't know what gag tracks I'm wanting to go for these guys. Because, like, I could just go the plain route of trapless / dropless. Which would be kind of funny, but you know, I don't know what I'm wanting to do with them. Right now, I'm just wanting to get them through Toontown Central. Because that's kind of just what I'm wanting to get through with them. I want to get these guys to at least Daisy's Garden to get their Cellbot suit. Quite honestly, I might just go to the Berg with them. Get them through Melody Land to the Berg, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Get fucking scope creep on them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep on keeping on with them. It's going to end up like the 3 other toons where I just endlessly do content with them. I mean, my main goal is I want to see if I can do... I want to see if I can do VPs with 8 toons. For that, I need them to get suits. Technically, I could just run over to Cellbot HQ and pray that I'm good enough to get through it with them. Of course, that's when you're meant to bring actually good toons to carry your babies. But then that would just turn them into an Uber because they've got absolutely 0 gags. And I care not to make an Uber. Instead, we're just gonna go... We're just gonna go through the game with them. How far? I don't know. 3 other kids still haven't even been allowed into the task force yet. I have yet to complete that quest line with them. I can have one of these guys go tune-upless, like my main. Wouldn't that be something? How about that? I think for these guys, I am going to go all tune-up, though. You know, it leaves Trap, Lure, and Drop as potential victims of negligence. Of do I or don't I with them. Because I could go lureless, but the idea of not going lureless sounds wrong, or going lureless sounds wrong to me. Every one of you guys just have like your gags set up. Some of you have much more different gag setups than others. Because I got lazy with it. Maybe I should do that with everyone. Have that stagger pattern. I wish that the names weren't all jumbled for everyone. But due to ordering of everything, it's just super weird. I wonder how many people are actually new to Toontown and how many are, like, doing what I'm doing. Like, how many people am I meeting on the streets of Toontown Central who are actually just new players? And how many are just like, this is their 7th account? I don't wonder that number. Because I know there's not an insignificant amount of people who are just, like, multi-tuning. Oh, stop by Burger Tell. But would they is the other question. Or is it best kept, or is that information best kept secret? Who's to say? You get you guys back in line. Yeah, close enough. Not a lot of cogs. I always forget that about Toontown Central. This isn't anywhere, right? Yeah. Let's go to Auto mess cogs up in minis. Had to get messed up. Do I want to commit to a tooth? Yeah, you know what? What's the worst that happens? I'll to die. If you're wondering, no, I'm not thinking about gag combos. I'm just pressing the button. Sometimes I think I should, like, apply to be a part of the Toontown team. But then, I don't know. I'd worry that I would, stop enjoying the game. If I started, like, having to deal with, like, the underbelly of, people being nasty and have to report them. And having to sift through those reports. I don't know. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Ah. This is going about as well as I figured it would. Name Dropper's running my fade. Okay. This building's going on a little longer than I expected. Well. Someone's dying. Never mind. Now someone's dying. Okay. Yeah? Okay. I mean, no one died. No one died, crazy enough. Honestly, I'm shocked no one died. That's like, look at these laugh scores and tell me you did, like, what? Yep. Out of the way, Sir Pipples. Oh my goodness. Alright. I don't think I've had this much problem running into a building than I ever have in Toontown. It's gonna be one of these days. Sure. Looks good. Everyone's got a task? Perfect. Get going. I need to gag up. I should really have 6 being the lead because I can easily teleport to them from everyone. Due to how the names line up. Whoops. I think this is the first time I've had Squirt be the lead gag in my toons arsenal. Alright. Everyone's gagged up? Perfect. Yeah. I'm gonna switch over to I think that's the music of Toontown Central. I don't want to be down this street. Is it Silly Street I want to be down? I think it's Silly Street. If memory serves right, Silly Street's a more correct one for what I'm wanting. Yeah. 25. Looking for a tightwad and some flunkies. That's a bottom feeder. The shortest of changes. Yeah. Is Punchline a primarily sellbot and cashbot? Memory's failing me on what all the streets are. Because the Tightwad isn't a law bot. He's a cash bot. Flunkies are boss bots. I do know that. You're looking at Toontown. Yeah, Punchline's a 40-40. That's what you're look. That's what you're looking at, Cruxus. Peak Toontownin. Wow. Really spawned in behind me. Ow, I got a random in here. Caught them. Fine. This one just needs a tight wad, so it doesn't matter. What's he doing in Toontown Central? 45? Weird. Yeah, he's in Daisy's garden. What? Who needs friends when you be your own? Exactly. Oh, I mean, Mario and Mario's busy at work, Meg's busy at work, Randy's randying. Like, just tuning. It's as simple as that. Oh. What is with me in pulling randoms? No. These guys are actually meant to have their friend requests turned off. They don't. Because this game keeps resetting this toggle for some reason. Because they're not designed to be tunes that other people really hang out with. Apparently I'm gonna have to just start moving faster on these guys so that I don't get randoms. Really? Flunky dodges? No, not the penny pincher. Have you been, Cruxus? What you been up to? Hi, Yerky. Welcome to the Toon Town. Thanks. Hope you sleep well. How did I just open up chat? Man, where's a tightwad when you need one? It's funny, I got the flunky quest done before everything else, when the flunky's a 10% chance. I'm not wrong on this. Tightwads are... Yeah, they're cash. I guess I'm just getting unlucky because a tightwad is level 3. So you have to hit a level 3 chance, and it's just not happening. There we go. Exactly what I'm looking for. See? Persistence pays off. Easy peasy. Now, I need to go to a HQ. I think I'm just gonna do a teleport. I don't want to go through the hassle of reorienting all these guys. Yeah, sure. Release me! One. Professor Wiggles at the House of Giggles. There we go. Did I check out this one? No, I didn't. Perfect. Okay. Or has this one been determined that he has to go to Professor Wiggles for this one? No. Yeah, there we go. Silly street, so it needs to go to Daisy's garden path. After I gag up. You must always remember to gag up. For if you don't, you're going to get into a battle and be really upset with yourself. Okay. I'm going to have to go home on these guys and get jelly beans soon. Man, all the way to the other end of the playground. Or the street. Oof. Oh, yeah, you've already gone. Yep. Okie dokie. Eight level 2+ cogs in Toontown Central, huh? Is a bit of an ask since there's no cogs. Come on. forget that Toontown Central is just like a little bit of a slow roll. Oh. Where did homie end up in? A building's getting taken over? In Toontown Central. That's crazy work to me, to be honest. Debating if it's worth going in a invasion to just get this task done easily. Yeah, I'll jump to Boingborough. Eat your last hob, backstabber. Yeah, there we go. I was wondering if another cog is going to join in, but I forget Toontown Central streets are so barren that you can't really multi-gang up. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm a liar. Woohoo! Perfect. This is the hard part, is that, like, battles launch your toons into different directions of camera angle, and so they just, like, go everywhere. Nice. latest in Super Soaker technology. They can't handle it. You know, I wonder if Disney would ever do what they did with City of Hero. What happened with City of Heroes? Where, like, they're just gonna be like, yeah, we don't really care about this IP anymore, so it's been long enough. How about you guys just get the code, or like run an official server? Hi Mario. Welcome in. The book. We're relaxing. Getting the kids through Toontown Central again. Weird. Truly tasks of all time. Sure. I suppose I'm in an invasion. Could do some fishing. Yeah, okay. You'll do fishing. Name dropper, telemarketer, cold caller, no. Boss bots, no. I got my Quaxley impersonator. I'm running a duck toon as the 7th. Ducks are on top. I'm debating on if I should rename all my toons. Not these 4. I'm gonna leave these 4 alone. But I'm wondering if I should rename Junior 1, 2, and 3. But then it's like, I have to name them, like, Tato Jr. 1, 2, and 3. or the Tato Jr. the first, second, and third. That way it like thematically fits, but then I have to actually like go out and buy the name change on them, which is like kind of just an annoying thing to do. It's not the right button. Okay. These guys are gonna have to sit AFK for just a sec. But then like the names all line up, you know? At least thematically. I don't want to mess with them as well, because I'm annoyed with how these guys' names have all lined up. Which, if you don't know, they're alphabetized, not numeric. So yeah. The fifth is labeled before fourth. I believe same with the seventh and the sixth is they are labeled backwards. And it's kind of annoying, honestly. Not a fan of it. I put in a suggestion in the TTR Discord. We'll see if they actually change it. Think we'll get Clear Coast this year? I don't know. It's crazy to think Under New Management is 2 years old in... What day is it? 17th? It's going to be 2 days old in like 7 days. My math's not mathing. It's 8, no? Yeah. But no, like May 25th is when Under New Management came out. Still don't have the golf clubs. Amen. At least I think it's May 25th. Maybe getting that wrong. May 24th. Yeah, so my... Actually, 7 is correct then. Mario, I got a question for you. I got the factory foreman hat. Did I not? No clue. I goob. I could have sworn I got the factory foreman hat. Because, like... Jesus Christ. What shouldn't be that? Holy jelly beans is right. We've got a lot of them. I could have sworn I got the factory foreman hat because we were like pogging out when we were getting them. I know you got your lemon pepper steppers from the cash bot. No, it's not in my wardrobe. But I'm like kind of wondering if I I'm kind of wondering if I accidentally deleted it by buying too many things in my catalog. Because the wardrobes are listed as like 50 item or 20 item things, and so I'm wondering if they ended up getting deleted. Which, if they can, that's a massive oversight. But I can't find it. So like I thought I had gotten it. It could be that I didn't, and I'm like, you know, phantom memorying this, but I don't know. But I also I like buying everything in the catalog. So like it'd be a shame if like I just couldn't get all the clothes, because if I like once I get close to finishing out buying all of them, they just start vanishing from my inventory. But I also don't know if there's enough clothing options in the game to actually complete out the wardrobe and like stock it full. I mean, there could be. I have not gone through the wiki to count all of them, so it's possible. Yeah. It stores up to 400 items. And so it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to completely fill up your wardrobe to the point where it like will go, oh, you can't get this because your thing's full. Or if it'll be like, lol, you want to delete some items? Because I feel like it just deleting items would be really bad. Oh. I think I still have my gardening clothes. That'd be really frustrating if those got removed of like my fishing and gardening completion clothes just vanished into the ethos. I'd crash out something fierce. Toontown would feel my wrath. Flippy would meet the end of my squirt gun. I would hit him with the, you're not very toony speed chat and watch him crumble away into dust. Have I used my Lord Loud and Clear yet? Mario, I don't have a Lord Loud and Clear. I never got the plush. No, it was for if you had ordered a plush and then like they gave you an additional code. They like emailed it to you. I mean, it's possible that I like got an email for it, but I never got I never got a notification telling me that I got Lord Loud and Clear. I mean, you bought the plushie, didn't you? But it was free in-game quest temporarily. Is the plushies? I mean, if it was a quest I had to go do temporarily, no, I didn't do it. I completely blanked on it. If it was that. It's been too long since I remembered everything about it. I would have figured you would have gotten the Cellbot enamel pins knowing Mel's collection. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I can't blame it. I can't blame Mel on that one. If it was the boiler plush, would have swiped immediately. True. Honestly, that's how I kind of missed out on getting Dr. Shirley and Loud and Clear. Is I was like, I've got another week, and then it was like, actually, you've got 3 days. And I was like, oh, never mind. Where in the devil? But yeah. No, I completely missed out on Lord Loud and Clear. I don't know. From what I can tell, or what people have been speculating, the no, not pass. Well, fuck. They're not doing a new gag track in the sense of like pick a gag track. They're just going to like have a new gag track that they give that everyone is going to get at the end of Clear Coast. So there's no like chance that you go without, you know, the stinkifying the cogs or whatever it is it's going to be. What do I think the statuses will be, though? I don't know. Stinking the cogs. If I had to guess, it wouldn't be something you... I mean, it could be something you get from an SOS. Like, maybe they decide to give us the ability to cast Toons Hit on ourselves for, like, 2 turns. I don't know. They give us glue. They give us glue and it makes it so that the cog can't dodge, but without the benefit of lure. Give us summons. I summon my Mario stand. I don't know. I leave that one up to the game devs. I wonder if they're actually going to give us a new gag track, or if people are going to are just like speculating on it, and then the devs are like, guys, we don't know how to tell you this. You're not getting a gag track. It would be something. Like, because have they said anything about it? I guess I should probably watch the interviews that dude did with the dev team. That way I have more like information about it. Actually, what they do is they're gonna rework Lawbot summons, and that's how you use the new gag track. And suddenly, CJ popularity skyrockets through the roof. Everyone's doing them. Yeah. I mean, from my understanding, field offices were... they're half and half TTO content, half TTR. Because I know that, like, they were in TTO, but not for a while. Like, it was, like, near the end of their life, the lifespan of the game. I can't remember if it was only purely like, hey, this is coming out, and then they canned it or not. You could argue Under New Management was TTR exclusive because they changed supervisors. Cellbot FOs came out and Lawbots were in the work. Oh. Yeah, it was Lawbots. Which I don't mind TTR getting like giving new content to the game. I'm fine with, because the dev team has very much stated that they want the game to still feel like TTO. And if I want a purely vanilla Toontown experience, you can always go play... I can always go play... What is it? Toontown Sunrise? Sandstorm? Something like that? And it's like Toontown as it was before shutting down. No, there's a Toontown Sunrise? Is it Toontown Sunrise? I don't remember what it is. What is Toontown Sunrise? I don't know if this is like what this is actually. There's a website called Toontown Sunrise that like is an archive of Toontown's website before it shut down. But I don't know. I don't know what this is, to be fully honest with you. I don't know. I'm looking at it. I don't know. Because it's got like... Yeah, I've seen people talk about it, but like... This is the website of like, it's got all the old Toontown stuff, but also it hasn't been updated since 2013 with like news of it. But to be fair, the game stopped getting updates. And like there is the play now and whatnot, so I'm wondering what it is. Yeah, Sunrise has everything from the website, the logins, to the actual game hosted. However, you do have to make an account. We obviously don't have the original TTO database. Okay, so it is a, like, functioning copy of TTO as it shut down. Interesting. Looks like Toontown Online Offline is an offline version of TTR made to help solo players practice solo runs without risks. I'll believe it. That's what a lot of like the offline things are, is that it's meant for solo people to be able to, you know, Stretch their legs, see what they can do. Get cooked, try again, get cooked, try again. Although, I need to go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. I'm back. Okay. Sticky Lou and Loopy Lane. Okie dokie. If you say so. You think that the original Toontown had content packs, or do you think that's a TTR edition? Definitely TTR. That's fair. I don't know. It's possible that they existed for Toontown. I mean, maybe not in, like, the official capacity that content packs nowadays are. But, like, in the, well, biscuits. Yeah, I'd have to assume it would probably be like Genshin, where it's against the TOS, but also you'd be hard pressed to find anyone who's been like who like has gotten in trouble for it. And then, you know, the people who are like, I did get in trouble for it, like very clearly were like doing other things and they're just trying to use that as a scapegoat. You know, kind of like how most people get banned in Destiny too. Mario knows what I'm talking about. That name in 82 years. I know. I've still been watching Fallout talk about it occasionally. And it's in a bad spot, to be fair. Yeah. This is the Destiny Killer. Actually, the Destiny Killer was Bungie itself. I still kind of want to give Arc Raiders a try. I don't know if I want to give Marathon a go. I don't know. I'm kind of burnt out on like Destiny or Bungie games. We don't talk about Destiny. So true, Cruxus. So true. Oh, Cruxus has entered the chat. He came to the Mario because the Mario... he couldn't find Mario in the other one. But... yeah. Destiny Rising didn't click? I can't... I'm a little shocked. Little shocked. I know how you are with your El Gachas. Only one of you completed the quest? Awesome. Loving me some gotchas. That you do. That you do. I don't know. I don't know. I miss playing Destiny, but I also know I don't miss playing Destiny. I miss being able to hang out with my friends. And like, you know, being able to be like, hey, this day, guys, what we doing? But it's like what Josh Strifehouse says is, you know, if you're wanting an MMO that you can play forever, or like one that suits your needs, just play with friends. And any MMO is great because if you play with friends, you're just always going to like the game because MMOs originally were meant to be social gathering points, and the novelty of that wore off because you can now socialize anywhere on the internet. So anyway, this is my pitch for you guys that we play Dungeons and Dragons on Man, no one said anything. No one wants to play Dungeons and Dragons online. Mario, you can get Mel to play. Just say it's like Baldur's Gate 3. Except it's an extremely older game than Baldur's Gate. I'm mainly joking. I like made a character in Dungeons and Dragons Online, and I was like, okay, that was fun. I'm gonna log off. I got to character creation and then hopped off. Granted, I don't really have drive to play another MMO right now. At least not without my friends starting it off. I don't know. I do wonder. MMOs are your gotchas? uh, it's funny because it's around the same thing. We both have our vices. Yours is just spending a lot on characters. Hashbot I need now? Yeah. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun to try and find a cash bot on a 10% street. Probably pick up an MMO in the near future. Yeah? Anything grabbing your eye? Supposedly. I don't know how much I trust that one. I trust a twit of fucking before everything else in the Terror League has come to fruition. I don't know, Mario. I I'll believe it. Like I'll believe it, but it sounds like some serious copium. And that's mainly because a lot of I feel like it might just get canned within the first week. I feel like it might just excuse you. Because a lot of companies who like are like, oh, let's make an MMO, they just can it because they don't want to invest in making an actual MMO. I don't know though. I mean, maybe the Pokemon Company will do it. You know, maybe they see like some writing on the walls that this is big buco money. MMO with gotcha mechanics to be able to get Pokemon. It's $10 a loot crate to get a chance at a Charmander. Mario sold already. He swiped. You know, Mario, Warframe has a gotcha system in it and a roguelike. I'm just saying. Warframe's kind of cooking with it. You know? Huh? Huh? I don't want gotcha in my Pokemon games. That's coming from a gotcha addict. So true, bestie. I don't know. Just trying to sell my friends on Warframe again. I got Mario to play it once. I have him added on it, and he has like 2,000 days of inactivity. Homeboy didn't even know he had a Warframe account. Okay, fine. Yeah, no, we were talking about that, Crux. Just I'm wondering how much it'll like actually be a thing, or if it's gonna get like wonder if it's gonna be a thing like with what was it? What was that one MMO called? It was like a live for 2 weeks, and then the studio, like publishing studio, was like, "We're done," and they just like instantly canned it. Not Blue Protocol. No, not Blue Protocol, Mario. What are the gods? No. It was like some... like boats and shit, didn't it? You know what? Let me look up, I don't know, shut down recently. I'm sure this has got me. Why are you showing me... No, that's not what I'm looking for. Thanks for the follow, Jenna. What was it called? It came out on Steam. It had like so many people excited for it. And then it like shut it down. Babylon's Fault? Maybe? No, it like came out this year. It was like a fresh release. Down 2 weeks. It's like it came out. Not New World is very old, Mario. No, not Ashes of Creation. No idea what you're doing, Jenna? That's fair. Past Fate? No. I'm getting all the ones that are like, this died in 2025, and it's like, cool, I'm in 2026. Legend of Heavenly Destiny. No. I'm getting severely off track, but I'm going to figure this out now. Alright, YouTube. Give me what I'm looking for. I know you have it. I know you have it. I know. Me. Like, it shut down, like, a month or two ago. I just didn't give enough of a crap about it to remember the name. Mario, what do you think about that Pokemon Go PvP tournament that someone got like hard DQ'd from because they like did unsportsmanlike play of popping off that they won? Firestar did not deserve the automatic loss. See? I knew you would know. High Guard. It was called High Guard. That's the one I'm talking about. I think. I don't know, it was a hero shooter. Interesting. No wonder I can't fucking find it. Was it? I heard a lot that it was like an MMO. Weird. Ah, yes, Concord 2.0. I don't know. I heard that like they had massive plans for it, and then the dev team shut it down because they were like, "Oh, there's no," or like the publisher shut it down and just like, "There's no one to play it. There's no community," and so they were just like, they just decided to axe the project entirely. So waiting for Concord 3.0. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Anyway, back to Toontown. You know, it's a good thing this game hasn't been axed. Now Disney will never would never shut down would never shut down Toontown, you know? Nope. They never would. Tried to appeal to too many player bases. I'll believe it. I'll believe that that's why they shut down. I thought... I don't know. I thought Highguard was an MMO. I got like... I don't know. Maybe I've been lied to by the internet. They would never do that. Yeah, Disney would never shut down Toontown. Game's too good. It's too goated. Way too goated. Anyway. So, what game are we planning on playing for an hour and then not touching again, guys? Have we found that one out on yet? I enjoyed Far Far West, by the way. That was fun. I'd be down to play that again. Destiny 3 when it releases. Criminal. How did 5th just get stuck there? What the fuck? Oh, there goes 6th. Far Far West is good. It scratches that itch that I wish that I wish Helldivers like it scratches the itch Helldivers filled without Helldivers. Those who know. The next one is Shark Mart. Is it bad that like you already have a game lined up for this? Got tabs. Helldivers gave me anxiety. It was awesome. What about Helldivers gave you anxiety, if I may ask? The timed extraction part? That's fair. Was it really a timed extraction, or just the fact that you knew that if you didn't extract within a certain period of time, you were going to run out of everything? Whether Dorm's computer was gonna crash. So true. That was my favorite part of Helldivers, was sitting there and then watching Dorm just run in place and then disappear. That was peak hell diving. Trying to get to join each other's anxiety. It's so true. Honestly, Mario, I think the friends list is still broken. I think it's still broken. It's just people managed to actually get each other, so it stopped being a problem. They fixed that a while ago. Oh, nice. You mean to tell me we're not gonna have we don't have to rely on you and Dorm, like me being friends with you, Dorm being friends with Mario, and then you guys managed to friend each other, and so like it took a collective all four of us to be able to play together, and if one of us left, we were just hosed. My most anticipated game this year? I'm gonna be honest with you, Mario. I'm not looking forward to any game. I have like no tabs on a game that I'm like, oh, I want to play this when it comes out. It's just not happening. I don't keep a pulse on game releases like you and Crux do. I kind of just like hang out, and then one of you guys messages me like, hey, new game just dropped. We're playing it, and it's like, oh, okay. Halo 1 remake and Fable reboot? Those actually coming out? Oh, actually, I heard about the Fable reboot. My sister's a massive Fable fan, so like once the news made it to her, she was just gone. She was there. She was with it. I was excited to see the Star Fox. Oh, yeah. You know, I don't know if this is a hot take with you guys. Star Fox Adventures for the GameCube was, like, actually a really good game. Yeah. I loved Star Fox Adventures. I loved Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And I was just like, oh, this is, like, these are really good games. And people are like, I hate these games. They deviated from the thing. And it's like, okay. Sure thing, bud. I think a lot of fanatics get in their head of just like, if the game doesn't stay exactly the same, it's trash. And it's like, okay, do you want them not to like experiment? Would you be happy if they dropped Banjo-Kazooie? Like, the first game. No, like, new levels, no new content, just HD remaster. Dropped it hot. Would people be excited about it? Like, all the same bugs. Every same, like, nothing changed from the first game, except they just retouched the textures. Because I think it would be, I think it's just like people wouldn't be excited. Like, you meant, I played through Banjo-Kazooie recently. Like, it's good. It holds up, but it's like, it's one of those things like once you beat it, like there's no reason to go. You know, I 100%ed Banjo-Kazooie actually. There's no reason for me to go back and play it. I actually tried to play Banjo-Tooie. I didn't get too far in it. I just like, I remember getting stuck in the game at one point, and so I'm taking my time to get through it again. With like the battle pass, fan service, and fast pace that modern games need. Yeah. For being released on the same console, Tooie is like 4 times the size of the original game. But I wouldn't say like, if you haven't played it, there's no rush to like go out and find it again and be like either find an N64 or a 360 and get the game on it via means, because there's an Xbox Live arcade version of Tooie that exists, and Kazooie. But it's like, I wouldn't say you're missing much. They added some cool stuff to it. They added a multiplayer, I think. It was like a PvP thing. But other than that, it's Banjo-Kazooie with like a little extra stuff. Yeah, there's the Rare Replay collection. Still, that requires you to get an Xbox. Actually, no, I don't think the Rare Replay ever came to a computer, did it? I think it was purely an Xbox exclusive thing. From my googling of a quick cursory glance, no. There's no way to play it on PC aside from streaming it from a Xbox using the janky Windows thing. Or emulation, you know. But then that's a gray area. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of memes about the Star Fox 64 remake, and honestly, I find it kind of funny, just like seeing all the memes. It definitely feels like Nintendo was in the board meeting, like, okay, sales are a little low, guys. How do we bring it back? And then like someone was just there, very bait, and then they gave that guy a promotion. That's what it feels like. Sometimes it's just like how Nintendo works is just some guys in the board meeting says some random thing, and they're just like, he's a genius. Promoted. Honestly, if you want my opinion, their rare replay is like good for the only fact of you get to play Conker's Bad Fur Day. I like the theory that the game industry is trying to convince newer generations to have kids with games like God of War, Pragmata, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Pragmata? What is this game? I've never. What is this? Google, tell me what this is. Oh, it's that. Okay. I've never heard of this game, but I have seen this game, which is a crazy thing to say. Which one did you take the fishing quest on? You. I mean, let's be honest, Mario. If they really wanted to bring the like gaming culture back, they gotta remake the original Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong games on the SNES. Like, if they give a good HD port of those games immediately, like tidal wave of kids. Simple as that. Like Diddy Kong Country 2, they remake that instant like bestseller. Like, simple as that. They're just too cowardly to admit it. Exactly. I think I think a lot of gaming executives don't realize like how much money they could make off of nostalgia bait if they made like good remakes with like some of the cut content or like stuff they wanted to add but couldn't of like childhood favorite games. What's an MMO you're waiting for? Where Mario tells us Terra Online. Light No Fire by the No Man's Sky devs. I don't think I've heard of that. I didn't know No Man's Sky was making an MMO. Fantasy MMO in a shared single world. What? You know, I always want to play like No Man's Sky, but I get like to the part where they want you to build a base, and it's like, hey, this is fun. And then it's like, hey, by the way, everything you did, you're leaving. And it's like, what? The map is so large it takes a year to walk across it, apparently. But why? Isn't that like what Ashes of Creation like was trying to tout? Look how good that turned out for them. I don't know. I remember I just remember hearing a lot about Ashes of Creation as like the biggest MMO you'll ever play, the only one you'll ever need, and then it was like, what happened to the game? We don't talk about Ashes of Creation anymore. Why don't we talk about it? Shut up. Like, okay, you say so. That's true. The No Man's Sky devs already did burn everyone, so maybe maybe they'll cook this time. To be fair, all right. To be fair, I think collectively we have forgiven the No Man's Sky devs. I think like they have exonerated themselves, and at this point, we're kind of just hoping that they can forgive themselves. I think that's where we are as a society, is that we have forgiven the devs because they have now cooked, and we're just hoping that the lead dev can like learn to forgive himself. Both of them in CD Projekt Red. Deep Rock Rogue drops in a week. I know it's based off of Deep Rock Galactic, but what does Deep Rock Rogue tout itself? I don't know if I could spell. Oh, they don't even have a Steam page up for it. Or did I misspell it? No. Well, you know, this is why I just go to the Deep Rock Galactic. They'll have news about it, surely. Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. Oh, you can request access to the playtest. Interesting. I didn't know there was a playtest going on. What is up with the camera? Okay. Let me take a gander at this. This looks a lot like Deep Rock. Like just Deep Rock Galactic gameplay here. Is this just Deep Rock? How is Deep Rock Rogue Core different from Galactic? They actually have an FAQ answering this question. The main difference is the roguelike game structure. In short, it means that you start every mission with only the most basic equipment, and you collect random upgrades and gears and ability as you go. This makes it a far more variety in your builds for extremely powerful upgrades and synergies. In Rogue Core, the difficulty is also will increase drastically as you progress the mission, contrary to Deep Rock Galactic, where the difficulty is more consistent from start to end. Is this game a roguelike or roguelite? While roguelike is often more broadly used for the games that have runs, builds, random upgrades, we deliberately use the term roguelite to indicate that there will be meta gameplay systems with permanent character progression that carries between missions. Okay. Mario, from the sounds of it, we're investing. We're investing. Simple as that. We're investing. I hope you're ready to go back to the mines. Exactly. Why isn't it just an expansion to Deep Rock Galactic? We feel like making it a DLC would limit its potential, and you can't do early access with DLCs. Okay. Sure. I'm in. Sounds good. Well. No, Deep Rock's no longer in early access. They're dropping Rogue as early access so they can iron out the kinks. And they're not wanting to make it a DLC to Deep Rock because they don't want it to just be Deep Rock Galactic 2.0. Or like that one game mode that you forgot was in Deep Rock Galactic. You know the game modes I'm talking about, Mario. Gambit. I don't think we're going. I don't think we're going that down bad, but yes. Oh, this building's empty. I don't know. I mean, I will give it a shot if like if we actually get together to play it. The hard part about getting games to play nowadays is that everyone's schedule is so busy, so we can't like carve out time periods like we could with Destiny. To be fair, we probably still could. You know. If I held Mario under the water, he'd yield, you know? Be sitting there having a grand old time, and then he just sees me out his window and he's like, ah, crud. And then wonder how I got there since he's on the 3rd floor building. I hate doing task shopping. I control the way Mario plays games by simply going, hey Mario, you want to play this game? And he goes, yeah, sure. Little do we know, we're the clowns for playing the games. Plus, we still have to play the... We have that one game in our Steam libraries that we haven't touched in eons that's like... That was pretty fun to play. What was it called? They recently just had an update. Oh no. What was this game? Not Gunfire Reborn. Me and you both know we'd load back into Gunfire in a heartbeat. It was a space game. Oh, what was it? Oh no. I'm forgetting it. Void Crew. Yeah, Void Crew. That was a fun one. It was hard. It was, but it was fun. You can't deny we weren't vibing and dying in sub-zero space. That's true. Honestly, if you think about it, it's Dorm's fault. Like, honestly, you can just blame Dorm for like all of our problems, and you might be correct. I'm down. See? I don't even know what updates Void Crew has made. Dorm's the reason I'm paying $5 for a gallon of gas. So true. So true. I hope he's ready to struggle with that reality. Uh, I love that that's a sentence you said, you typed out. Uh, yeah, sure, whatever. Mario, that's a good one. That's like, I'm I'm glad that you like put that down uh as like lyrical geniuses. You're up there with Shakespeare. I hope you understand that. Fair side of my head made me type it. Exactly. And then it told you to do 10 polls in Genshin. Surely you get uh insert current banner person here. No, I need to go gag up. You can tell I'm super in touch with what's going on in Genshin right now. Genshin's approaching its Infinity War moment. What does that mean? Mods, what's he saying? Is Genshin's story about to come to a close? In the last region for a few months? Fair enough. I have no idea. When are we getting back together to play some games? You know, I gotta... We wanna mess around, Mario. Get Mel to play Flock around. And we can just sit there bird watching, taking pictures of birds. And then you can hunt down the shinies when they spawn. She's on a cruise right now? What the devil? Why aren't we on the cruise? Have to work? Cringe. Take the 7 days off, Mario. They don't need you. Not like you have the keys to the business and are the only one who can open the shop, you know? Mario has become the big cheese. You're not even tuned enough to complete out the Lawbot suit. Dang it. Run it back. Yeah, I'll say Mario's not even tuned enough to max his Lawbot suit, and then if I was on my main, I'd get I'd get a message that Quaxley's now coming online with Mario just like, you want to bet me I won't? Bet me I won't. And then he wouldn't. He's probably queuing for a CEO right now. Did my daily CEO. What level suit are you? Did you make it to Big Cheese? Only takes so much TTR? That's because 25 Big Cheese? Nice. You can only take so much because you don't have the Goobers TM with you. If we could go back months ago when it was me, you, Randy, and Meg, all 4 suits would be maxed out. We'd be 140 laugh on 3 different tunes. And don't even say I don't know if I could go through the burg again. I've gone through the burg again. That's what Mario says, yeah, but you're more mentally ill than me. It'd be hard to defend that against that statement as well, based off of what's on my monitor right now. What laugh are we at, Mario? %, but I think 26 or 7. I think that would sound in line with it. Because you've got... No, that actually... No, that would make sense, because I've got more extracurriculars done than you. Because, like, you don't have the 3 laugh that I have from the 2 from golfing, the 1 from racing. So I'm at 125. Yeah. A 3 from extracurricular? Wait, that's crazy. Because I'm 3 away. Unless we got you, like, almost up to snuff on them. I don't know why I'm, like, debating this with you. I can check this myself. And it's a very simple way to check it. The game just has to load. We're verifying Mario's work. The wrong one. 127. I'm 2 laugh away. Need 1 more golf trophy and 2 more race trophies, I believe. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. So, I guess we did get you those last little bits that you needed. Because I'm almost maxed on my Cashbot suit. Yeah. Whatever. Because I'm at 137 on Cashbot, which puts me 2 laugh. And then I catch up to you in laugh. Yeah, but I got the 1 laugh boost from being a smasher. And, like, being almost done with Cellbot Task Force. Am I ahead of you in Task Force? Because even then, the numbers aren't numbering. If you're at 25 big cheese, you should have gotten 2. You got to Sleuth and then stopped. Okay. Yeah, so I have 2 laugh from Task Force that you don't have, because Smashers gives a laugh. That's where the discrepancy is lying, is his task force. Past, obviously, missing out on suits. Because you're ahead of me on suits, I know that. Does it not? If I made it to Smashers and they gave me... If I'm at 125, I have 2 left for my suit, which would bring me to 127. But also I would then match up with your Sellbot and Cashbot. I have 141 left. That does... It does not add up. What are we missing? You need to log in and verify that we're not going clinically insane and we know what we're talking about. I don't think you ever got your Goofy Speedway laugh. Unless, like, you did, and I just wasn't there. I'm even more confused? Yeah. Because it's... Yeah. It's 140 max. We're minimum 100 because we got through Dreamland. Sellbot Task Force gives 3. Yeah, Trainee doesn't give a laugh point, so if you only got to Sleuth, you're missing 1? Yeah, because you get a laugh boost from Explorer, Sleuth, and Smasher. Do you have a current toon task for a laugh point with Sleuth? Because it's a task you have to complete. But I remember us being, like, really close on that. I have the task to get my Sleuth badge. Yeah, which means you've done everything else. So I've got the one from Smasher on you. Yeah, because it's a separate one you do. Unless my brain's malfunctioning on Laugh that you get from... No, 15 and 20 on... for Laugh from Suits. So you have the 2 from... You don't have any cart trophies. Yeah, okay. So your extracurricular math is wrong. Because I have a cart trophy and you don't. And you only have... You have 1 or 2 golf trophies, I think? Which would put you at 4 or 5 needed to max it. Yeah. I'm glad we've solved this mystery of what are we babbling about. While I task shop. Glad we're not acknowledging Lawbot. Well, I'm not acknowledging Lawbot for this argument because neither of us have gotten Laugh from Lawbot suits. And also, you've told me you're not planning on doing Lawbot for a while, so 135's gonna be your max. But it's like, for me, I'm going to attempt to get to 140. That's just gonna be my thing. I've gotten good at kart racing myself. I don't know if that's something I should really be excited about. I already went down the street. You seen the muted and gagless tune? What are you talking about? Is that some sort of punishment the devs have invoked on someone? It's a gimmick tune that doesn't use gags and only skips. They've run CEOs pretty frequently. I feel like I've encountered one in a VP. I don't know. I'm not a crazy big fan of gimmick tunes. Of like, this is my tune, but it doesn't know how to speak. And it's like, okay. Like, why? Are you having fun pressing pass and watching the world go by while you while you get like 3 fire that you already have the 200 max on? Named low battery smoke. I'm familiar with low battery smoke alarm. I'm very familiar with him. He's an icon. I love him. When it's okay, I like gimmick tunes when it's stuff like that. When it's like it doesn't impact the gameplay of it, of like it's just someone who's like cooking up a storm but they're a little silly with it, like who cares? But when it's like, oh, I'm going to when it's like I'm going to do this and you're going to have to play around the fact that I'm not using any gags, it's like, you know, we could have just had someone else who needs promo for this be in this party. It's why, like, I don't like most Ubers. Because I don't mind people who play Ubers, but they're good at them. When it's someone who, like, knows what they're doing and, like, they've got the SOSs needed to back up the punch, like, I'm okay with it. Like, pop off, King, go off. But when it's like, oh, I'm an Uber, so you guys have to play around to keep me up, it's like, I don't know, dude. This Mr. Hollywood does like 23 laugh of damage and you've only got 18. I don't know if you can tank being hit by this. But when it's like someone who's like, I got 13 Clerk Kalaras, I've got the 70,000 Stinky Neds, put me in, coach. I'm like, okay, whatever. This dude's just clowning to clown. If they wanted the added difficulty, I'll give it to them. I never have to worry about people asking me for tune-ups. Those who know, know. The reason I say that is because I don't have tune-up as a track. Like, it's kind of just a whatever for me. If they wanna be silly, go for it. If they don't want to be silly, whatever. I don't like low track Ubers a whole bunch. Those ones kind of annoy me, where it's like they have maxed out laugh that they can, but they only have level 1 throw and squirt, and it's like, why? What are you doing here, bro? Like, I know you've got 40 laugh because of all of the extra stuff in the game that gives it, but like, I'm just trying to get my promo and be out of here. I'm not wanting this hassle. I wonder if the next gag track will be something like a taunt to force cogs to hit you, which would be an interesting mechanic, but also I feel like if that ever got added, Ubers would become so much more annoying of like, use it, please, I can't tank this, use the track, please. And it's like, well, sucks to be you. I don't know what to tell you, dog. Luck with the multi-tuning? Thanks, bud. It's going about as well as all the other times I multi-tune. That's to say, the tasks aren't lining up. Oh, okay. I mean, I appreciate the game giving me the thing first try. Sweet. Six bloodsuckers. Okie dokie. Gonna be fun, I think. This is probably just gonna be about what I... What's the one with... It's not Silly Street, not Punchline. What's the third street in Toontown Central? It's the one right behind me. Loopy Lane. Why couldn't I remember Luby Lane? Ay, ay, ay. That's it. Oh. 6:38. I might just call it here for now. Continue this adventure another day because I'm kind of hungry and doing other things. So, yeah, I'll see you guys much later. And whenever I decide to do this again. So, have fun, enjoy yourselves, have a good rest of your day, stay safe. Bye-bye.